So, good evening, here we are. It's Saturday, 14th of February, 2026. And here we go. A whole new season is just round the corner from us. And it's going to be a good one. There's a few things I want to talk about on this. And first of all, I'll kick off by saying, so UK 911 Media Productions. It's something I created myself, and the idea of it was to initially follow Big R, Car 26, my Crown Vic, and from that I then decided to dedicate following and being part of South Coast Cop Cars, which I'm very pleased to say is going to continue this year. And one of the things I'm going to introduce with UK 911 Media Productions is a monthly sort of a news item, if you like, to bring you up to date with what's happening on the South Coast Cop Car side of things, what's happening with other events. I am going to be involved this year with Hampshire and the Isle of Wight Constabulary, with the road policing team, doing some public engagements with them. So hopefully it'll be something a little bit different for you. In the current stages of arranging to have an interview with Jamie, who's the road policing public engagement sergeant for the area, or for the force, and we're trying to set something up where our diaries allow us to have the time to do that. But I've been asking now since started the channel for people's help and for people to subscribe. I'm going to be very blunt. I am really quite disappointed with the amount of members that we have in the group. There's not very many people that have subscribed, and I've said this time and time again that the more subscribers we get, eventually we'll be at a point where we as a club would be able to gain a little bit of revenue back from that. We're not talking huge amounts of money, but enough perhaps to when we're out and about, to treat people to tea, coffees, etc., etc. So this is going to be my very, very last time I'm going to ask for your support. If people don't feel that they want to do that, that's fine, not a problem. I won't take it personally. However, there are other avenues I could be exploring and using up not only the money I've invested in all the equipment, but my time as well. I work shift work, and takes up an awful lot of my free time to put these things together. So if I'm making the effort, I would just ask, please, all those that know me or involved with South Coast Cop Cars or any other cop cars clubs that are in the UK, please, can you get behind me and help me to move on? And I'm happy to come and do stuff for other clubs as well if they want some videos made. I know there's other people that are doing this as well. Well, let's kind of help each other out. That's how I look at things. So that's my little gripe off my chest. I just felt that I needed just to make people aware that I do check the subscriptions, and all I say is I'm very disappointed. And personally, it did start to beat me up a bit, thinking that all the effort that I'm putting in, is it really worth it? I just hope I'm wrong, and it is. Anyhow, let's move on. So, up to date with my cop car. As you all know, transmission issues. We are in the process. I've appointed the local garage to us here where I live in Hampshire, father and son garage, who look after our personal cars for us. They are going to take on the mission of rebuilding the transmission for me. We were hoping to get the car back on the road by the end of this month. Realistically, that's not going to happen for lots of reasons, some personal reasons, and also the fact that my work commitments, having time to put aside to get things sorted, has proven to be a bit difficult. Just the way that work has been of recent weeks. However, the rebuild kit finally was back in stock with Rock Auto, and today I put an order in and it's winging its way back across. Hopefully should have that by Wednesday of this week. So before the transmission needs to be done, we need to insure the car. I'm still ongoing with Howdens, as you may have seen from the Facebook page I put up a little while ago. We are still in discussions, shall we say. And the Crown Vic needs an MOT. And as again, many of you have seen, we thought we'd sussed out the ABS light issue. We haven't entirely. It did come back on, but we're pretty sure now we know one or two reasons why it's doing that, and hopefully if it proves to be either one of them, it should be a fairly straightforward fix. So hopefully the Crown Vic will go through its MOT, which we are booking in very soon now. It should go through the MOT and happy days, we can move on. Now, I'm actually off on leave from March the 9th for a week, so we are planning that week is when all this with the car is going to happen. I am in talks with a few people at the moment, and what we are looking at, and I hope it's something that perhaps you'll all be interested in, is we are going to put a video together, if we can, of the actual rebuild. What's going to be quite an interesting video, I hope. I've got to talk to Josh, who's the guy who's going to do the rebuild for us, and make sure he's happy to be on camera. And I shall be taking up a day of my week's leave to be at the garage and put some content together, and probably and what we're hoping to do is leave a camera with the guys, so when I'm not there they can also do a bit of videoing, and we can show you folks exactly the road that we've gone down to restore the gearbox back, so we can progress and enjoy the season. Hopefully catch up with you all very soon. Unfortunately a little bit later in the season than I initially hoped for. However, I'm quite happy to come along if someone wants or would be happy for me to ride along with them. I'm quite happy to meet them up and go to some shows if the car's not quite ready, but we are aiming at middle of March the car will be up and running. So that takes me on to another part of what I wanted to talk about. I'd like to start putting together, say, these monthly news updates, but I do need the information from you guys to help me produce that. And it can be about anything. If you've got a subject matter you want to discuss, then let's put something together and we can do that. Also, something I have decided to do off my own back. Nobody's asked me for this, but I am quite prepared for those of you that are selling cars or want to buy a car. I'm happy to do some videos on that, and from the point of view of selling a car, if you can provide me with photos, videos and a real good write-up about the car, maybe some of its history, and some specifics about the equipment and things that the car's got, I'm quite happy to put it onto a YouTube video and we can put it out there. It's something I have done already for Dave Taylor. For those of you that know Dave, I'm pleased to say he finally did sell his Ford Explorer, and it's not for me to say where it's gone, but I know it's gone to a very good home in the Welsh countryside. So happy days. And some of you may have seen the video we put together. It wasn't very long, but I think long enough, and I'm quite prepared to do that if people want me to. Say, just get in touch and I'll tell you exactly what we need, and then I can put it together for you, and that could be included in the monthly newsletter, or news update as we call it. The studio is coming on. I've still got a few things to do in here, because this is what we use as a guest room, as well as a drum room, a video editing room, and everything else. But we are getting there, so hopefully you'll see some nice surroundings soon, and we're going to have a sofa and things in here. We can sit back, and those that want to come round and do some live chats and things with the audiences, we can arrange that. Just let me know, and we can crack on. So here we go then. 2026. I've got just in front of me, and you'll have to excuse me if I turn away to read some of it, but I haven't remembered it all off heart. But I have got the pretty much diary for 2026 with South Coast Cop Cars. I will just say the events that are listed, and some of you may have had the email by now. It's not confirmed we're doing all of them. This is just what's in the diaries. There are some I think I can pick out and say, yep, I know we're doing those. And there could well be some more additions to these lists as time goes by. And obviously I should be doing some police events. And if you're not doing anything and there's nothing the clubs are doing, if you want to join me, once I know and confirm dates and things, I'll be happy to pass that on to you, and then we can get together and do something. So South Coast Cop Cars. Well, February we're pretty much middle of the way through now. The 21st, we've got a Comic-Con, in Brighton Racecourse. 22nd is the usual sort of thing. Those that are familiar with the local area here in Hampshire know that down in Port Solent on the second and last Sunday, I think it is, of the month, they have a breakfast meet down there. That's on the 22nd. March, I'll just go through some of the stuff. As I say, there is a whole list, and I'll give you, if you've not already got Dean and Sharon's details, because they're the ones that put these lists together, I'll include those at the end of this video, and then get in touch, and I'm sure they'll be happy to provide you with the list that I've got here. So March, and this is where I'm aiming for. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make an event I was hoping to, which is the 7th and 8th. It's a Comic-Con event, a weekend in fact, down in Exeter and Devon. That is confirmed. I know Dean, Sharon, Roger are definitely going, and I think possibly one or two others, but that's on the 7th and 8th, so that's something you might think about doing. Again, get in touch with Dean and Sharon. Again, back the 8th is Port Solent, so I won't keep going on about those. 22nd, there's two events there. There's the Pride and Joy Meet at Exbury Club here in the New Forest in Hampshire, and on the same day it's the Wheels on the Waterfront, which is down on Eastbourne Harbour. That's an 8:30 start in the morning. That's normally a really nice event for those that could be interested in that. The 28th is the Gosport Comic-Con. we just waiting some details on that from what I can just see. Again, 29th Port Solent. And also on the 29th is the Southside Motorsport breakfast event. And that is sorry, I'm just trying to read from a distance. That's something that's been confirmed. However, I would get in touch with Dean and Sharon again on that one, just to confirm details, really. Back into April. Gosh, it's April. We've got an event, Eastleigh Town Centre here in Hampshire, organised by our friend Jason, who organises the Port Solent events, and a few others. That's confirmed. That's the 4th of April. And then going on to the 12th, there's a bit of a mixture. There's the usual Port Solent, Solent Renegades, as well as their season opener down at the farmhouse in Portsmouth in Hampshire. Again, I think we're waiting on to see who's interested in that before any commitments made to that one. So on Saturday 25th, I believe at the moment we as a club aren't attending that, but if any individuals want to, then we can furnish you with the details. But that's the Mustang Owners Club, which is at Brooklands Museum. We've done it a few times now, and I think it's like £25 a ticket, which gets you and one other person into the event. A great event, great, well organised, but I think this year we are possibly going to give that one a miss. Then Dean and Sharon and Roger, and I think Paul on the 26th have got a Sporting Bears event down in Dorchester to help participate in that. It's a fantastic event. It's take youngsters who have got issues, shall we just say, health-wise and mentally and everything else, unfortunately, in the world that's been thrown at them, take them out for a joyride, effectively, in cars. And I know Dean and Sharon have been doing that for many years. They're very passionate about it, and I've done too. And I've got to say, it's certainly worthwhile. So if you want to do anything regarding the Sporting Bears things, you do need to become a member of Sporting Bears, and I'm sure Dean or Sharon will be more than happy to pass you the details on how you can do that. Again, 26 Port Solent, for those that may be interested. Back into May the 2nd is Eastleigh 999 Day, again something Jason's organising, and on the same day, in fact the 2nd and the 3rd, which has been confirmed, is Comic Con in Portsmouth. The 2nd and 3rd, for those that don't fancy that, the Magnificent Motors down at Eastbourne. Going on to the 9th, it's over the Isle of Wight, Riverfest, not confirmed for us. The 9th and 10th is a classic vehicle show at Thruxton, again not confirmed that we're doing that, but it's there if anyone's interested. On the 10th is Basingstoke Festival of Transport at the War Memorial Park. Not confirmed as a club, but I think it's one that I shall be going to personally, because I've got a funny feeling I'm going to be representing Hampshire and Isle of Wight to Constabulary on that one. On the 10th is Comic Con, that's the Bath and West Showground in Shipton Mallet. That's a confirmed attendance by South Coast Cop Cars, and I'm very much looking forward to that. On the 24th, we've got 3 events basically. Hellesmere Classic Car Show, Pride and Joy at Exbury Club again in the Forest, and the Mopar Day at Brooklands. Again, not confirmation on us doing those, but they are there. One, sorry, I've just has been added, and it's a definite yes. Is the 23rd is Gang Wearily, which is down here in the New Forest. It's their 999 Day, and it's an event I certainly personally myself looking forward to to attending. Again, be there with Hampshire and Isle of Wight Constabulary, along with other people from South Coast Cop Cars, which would be fantastic. Great day out. And then we've got the Saturday, the 13th of June. We've got the Abingdon Air and Country Show at Abingdon Airfield. Sort of give you an idea roughly where that is. That's up by Oxford, and we've done that event last year. Great. The air show was fantastic. I will actually reload the video from that. For some reason YouTube took it down, and I don't know why, but I'm going to redo that, because got some great shots of some of the aircraft participating in the air show, and we get to race the cars down the runway, which was fantastic. Just don't mention to any of us that went there, so that was Dean, Roger, Sharon, Paul and myself, anything about a tank coming towards us, because the story behind that is quite a funny one and worth listening to if you have the chance. So what else have we got? 13th, 14th Amberley Emergency Services Show. That's at Blackbush Airport in Hampshire. Then we're going on to the Dean Rally on the 20th and 21st. That's at Ropley. Also 21st Hot Rod Show at the Bewley Motor Museum. That's always a very good event. Then on the same day, 21st, which is a Sunday, it's the Salisbury Motor Show. Again, that's a Sporting Bears event. So again, you need to be a member to be with them. 27th is the Armed Forces Day, organised by our friend John Lee. I believe that's going ahead. Again, details need just to be polished up on that one. 28th is the Seaford Motor Fest. Tickets are required for that event. You need to be there by 10 a.m. But again, it's not confirmed we're doing that as a club, but it's there. But also on that same day is the Silver Lake Motor Fest, which is at Eastleigh Football Club here in Hampshire. We did that last year. I'm not sure if we will be doing that this year, but that's a good event, and we enjoyed a good day there last year. 27th and 28th as well is the Royal Country Show. Again, not confirmed. Then the 28th is the usual Port Solent and a couple of other events. Then we're into July. Those of you who've seen the Isle of Wight Festival, then we done the Devon Fest of last year. Devon Fest is back July 3rd, 4th and 5th. That's the Crofton Farm Show down in Devon. Already Dean, Sharon, Roger, Bob, Paul, myself are booked in for that. We are staying down there at Devon Cliffs Holiday Park for that weekend. If you want to come, you really need to confirm with Dean and Sharon like ASAP, and then try and arrange your accommodation. I will tell you, the caravans that we've got, which is where we were, the same ones as last year, I think they're pretty much sold out now, so you probably would have to stay somewhere else on that site if you chose to do so, but you need to book that fairly rapidly. So the 5th, there's the Berkshire Motor Show, for those of you that aren't wanting to come down to Devon, and the Bognor Drive-Through Time is on the 5th as well. Then the 11th, the Wings and Wheels at the Army Flying Museum. That is again in Hampshire. I've not done that one myself yet, so maybe I might be doing that, not sure. On the 12th, we've got 3 events: the Vehicle Show and Family Fun Day at Alton. That's very good. We've done that before. Again, not confirmed at the moment, but I'm sure will be in the very near future. And also that day, Pride and Joy again at Exbury Club here in Hampshire, and again Port Solent. So 17th, 18th and 19th, first for me this year, first for quite a few of us, but Paul's been before, and that's the the Rock and Ribs show, and that's down in Somerset. A massive event. It's over the whole weekend. I'm going to be down there potentially all 3 days at the moment, but I will be coming back each day. But I know there are camping facilities there, and some have booked accommodation down that way. But for me, it's an hour from home, and with other commitments with family and pets, I should be coming back. But I believe at the moment there is a huge contingent of American cop cars that are going to be there, so we'll be able to meet up with lots of people that we don't get, unfortunately, a chance to meet up with very often, but they'll be there, so very much looking forward to that. The 19th, we've got a couple of events. The Bromley Penchant of Motoring, South of England Showground. On the same day, there's the Black Boys in Car Show, that's in Uckfield. Then the 25th, American and Car and Hot Rod Show at Weymouth. And the 25th, 26th, a confirmed event for South Coast is Salute to the Forces of 2026. And I believe that is in Deal in Kent, for those that are interested. Then 26th, a couple of other events, one of them being the usual Port Solent. And we're going into August 1st, another Sporting Bears event. That's at the Supercar event at Bewley here in Hampshire. Again, you need to be a member of Sporting Bears to participate in that. Dean and Sharon, Roger normally do this event. I think Paul also did it last year, but Dean and Sharon aren't there this year. They are elsewhere, and they are for a fair part of August. So we need to plan some things of what people want to do before then, so we all know which direction things are going in. The 2nd of August is the Emergency Services Day down in Chichester. Now, we confirmed that we're going to do that, so it'll probably be myself, be Rog, and anybody else that wants to come down to that. Again, let us know your interest as soon as you can. On the 2nd, there are a few other events. There's the Down South Car Show, which is Liphook, Wheels on the Water, again Sovereign Harbour, and the Rally of the Giants. The 9th, we've got the Cranley Car Show. I've got a funny feeling we may not be doing that at all now. I think that's been scrubbed. I will get that confirmed. 8th and 9th, the Motors by the Moat at Leeds Castle. I doubt very much if any of us from down here locally in Hampshire will be getting along to that one. 9th, the usual thing, Port Solent. The 15th and 16th is the Benidorm Tractor Fest in Ashford in Kent. Done that last year. Fantastic event, very well organised. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it myself personally this year. Dean and Sharon still won't be around, so if anybody wants to go to that, then we'll see who else wants to go. Maybe get a few members to go along to that. 21st, 23rd is the British Motor Show at Farnborough. I'm not sure what's happening with that one. Then we are into sorry, I'm just reading my notes here. The 29th, 31st, Festival of Transport, that's near Lewes. Again, no confirmation on that one yet. 31st is the Gospeltarians at Stokes Bay at 10 a.m. Not confirmed we're doing that yet. I have done that event, and actually it's quite a nice event to do. I believe last year they actually got us to take the cars into the arena to show them off, which was really good. Then actually on Sunday the 30th through to the 31st, there's a static display on the Sunday with Cosplay Worthing Parade on the Monday. We did that last year. Brilliant event, and we had lots of fun with that. And again, that's one that if you want to come along, let us know, because I know definitely Dean and Sharon will need to know numbers on that because of parking and things at the park. 30th, there's 2 other events as well. There's Port Solent as usual, and on the 30th at Brooklands is the American Car Show, for those that may be interested in that. September. Woo. Lawton Autumn Show, again near Lewes. Wheels on the Water at Sovereign Harbour, Eastbourne. The 12th is the 999 Day at Port Solent here in Hampshire. Always a very good event. We've done it for the last 3 years now, I think it is. Then on the 13th is a normal Port Solent Day, but we have an invite to go over to the Isle of Wight, which was part of our Isle of Wight Fest last year. We've got an invite to go back to that this year. However, I think we've decided that we will probably just do the Sunday, but instead of staying overnight Saturday, which we've done previous years, we might well just be going Sunday for a day out. And that'll be good. It'll be interesting. Emergency Services Day on the 19th is at Brooklands. I'm pretty sure I shall be going to that one. A confirmed date is on the Sunday, is the Concord Classics at the Concord Club in Eastern Hampshire. Again, we really do need to let Dean and Sharon know your commitment for that one, because space is limited, and we're going to be there with Hampshire and the Isle of Wight Constabulary again, as we were last year and the year before. Then we're going into October. 3rd and 4th is the Battles Through History. That's a confirmed event. The 11th you've got your Port Solent, and the 27th, and there's an event, Alan Vallis Day at Hayling Island. Don't know too much about that, but I think Alan was a well-known member of the American car community, and I think he sadly passed. I think that's an event for him, but please don't quote me on it. I'm not 100% sure. I'll try and find out a bit more detail for that, and we'll let you know. Going into November, not a lot sort of happening then, really. We're sort of in the part of the year where things start to slow down. I'm sure there'll be some other things to be thrown into that end of the year, probably some Christmas events and things into the November, December time. I certainly this year will be pretty active towards the end of the year. With some of my local community, been invited back to the firework display at Exbury Club, which I done last year. Bob, William, Paul, Roy and Sean made a great effort and came down to help with that one, which was fantastic. And Art turned up as well with his Moggy Minor. Hopefully Art this year is going to be turning up in an American cop car. So that's the events as I have them in front of me now for South Coast cop cars. I think there could be some changes going to be happening to that, some additions, and maybe some more that may be confirmed that we are definitely attending. But I will underline, again, something I've been saying for eternity, it feels like. Please, please, please let Dean and Sharon know if you can do these events. It's really, really important. A lot of hard work goes into behind the scenes to get these events together. So please bear that in mind and come and join us and have a great season this year. A few different things, a few that we've done before, but we know it works and we have a great time. And that's what it's all about. And as I said, recap on what I said originally. Please support what I'm doing here, because if you don't, then there are other organisations that I may turn my attention to. Big R's not going anywhere before anyone starts thinking that's here for forever. That is That's my comfort zone for my dad. And those that know me know the reasons behind that. So that kind of wraps up where we are at the moment for this year. It's really exciting. I know Dean and Sharon have spent a lot of time just going through this. I will say, I, as a lot of you know, went out to Florida end of November, December. Originally it was to celebrate my 60th birthday out there. And this time last year, the year before, in fact towards the end of the year before, so the end of 24, I invited everybody that wanted to come out to Florida. Dean and Sharon came out and met up with us, and we had a great few days out there. We went to the usual police supply stores, which was great, and then we had a great time and lots of other activities. So I just want to thank them for making that effort. It was appreciated, and we did have a good time for sure. That's about it. I did have a meeting with Dean and Sharon just over a week ago. We sat down, we've gone through some of this and we've gone through some other things, and we openly discussed how things are working out for South Coast Cop Cars. So this year, I think we need to tighten up on our events. I don't think any of us are in a position at the moment where we've got lots of money we can throw like we have previously. So let's just commit what we can, and then we can move on from there. So I think that's it for now. So until next time round, be safe, be careful, get in touch if you want anything put together, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon. But for now, take care.
Sunrise paints the eastern sky, a new day's dawning bright. Old Ford truck on dusty roads, bathed in morning light. Gordon County on my mind, every field and stream. Just a simple country chef living out a dream. Got my badge and my trusty hat, and a smile for every face. Keeping peace in this quiet town, finding my own place. Oh, the sheriff of Gordon County, with a sausage roll in hand, sipping on a Dr. Pepper, patrolling this green land. From the pine trees to the pastures where the wildflowers grow, watching over good folk, putting on a show. The radio crackles low and soft, a gentle country tune. The windows down.